friends? Welcome to another episode of my podcast. And by the way, Happy New Year. It's 2023 in it. It's 2023. I hope you have your New Year's resolutions written down and you're good to go. It's already, I don't know how many, 7 days in the year. I have to check my calendar. But welcome, guys. Welcome to our first YouTube video this year. So it's going to be pretty exciting. I intended to record both audio and video of this episode. However, if you are from Zambia, you know there's no power right now. We don't have Zesco. They've done the most, guys. I know my battery on my device will be done by the end of this episode. But anyways, today I want to talk about something very, very interesting, which is University Vakamba. University is lit. That's one thing I agree. University. Why do you like university want to wake up? It's nice. University is nice. However, I feel like most of us need some guidance before we go. I don't think a lot of us got it. Like, I'm talking about me. I didn't get no word before going. I was just sent away like, yo, Chi, go to uni. But nobody really sat me down, and I didn't have anyone to really ask questions like, okay, how do I manage myself? How do I deal with this? How do I study and all that? But if we should it to my school, we dust you. That's all. Then where I had to figure things out by myself. However, I feel like to anybody that's going to school for the first time ever, to university ever, this might come in handy or helpful. So guys, if you come across this and you're already in uni or you're done with uni, share it with anybody you know that is about to get into uni. It's January. Anyways, let's get right into the video. So I'm going to be talking about the five things I wish I knew before going to uni. If into one day, even up to now, you've had a chance to do year one again, I wish I knew them. I'm not saying these are the only things that I wish I knew. There's so many things, and this video would have been longer than it's supposed to be. However, I just picked out like, okay, what 5 things do I think are like cardinal to know? So, natungiri mungwai. So, number 1, the first thing I wish I knew before going to uni is friends. You know, the aspect of friends. I wish somebody told me about how important it is to have the right circle in uni. You know, I'm sure to my Christian friends, you have heard it before, bad company ruins good morals. I'm not going to quote the Bible and anything like that. You people know these verses. So I feel like to anyone that's going to uni for the first time ever, friends, the kind of circle you find yourself in going into uni is very, very important. It will affect all aspects of you, your social life, your school especially. So if you end up in a circle that doesn't align with why you're in uni, you're gone. You're gone. So I'm very passionate when it comes to talking about friends. I feel like friends are very, very important in life. Friends are very important in life because I believe that 85% of the things and behaviors and values that I have, I learned them from my friends than from my mom or dad. You know, because I feel like we are with our friends more than we were with our parents, and we are more open with our friends more than we are open with our parents. I don't know about the household you grew up in, but in my household, I can't sit down and tell my mom about depression or a boyfriend or girlfriend. But if you got that privilege, good for you. But however, where I'm coming from, you can't do that. But so hence, we rely more on friends to guide us through life than our parents. So friends When you get into university, make friends as early as you can. It's important. You need a circle that is in uni for the right reasons as you are. If it's getting a degree or diploma, that should be the first thing. And find friends that will remind you to study, and also friends that will remind you to have fun, because you have to have the balance. It's not always study, 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 study. You must have fun, and also the right kind of fun. There's the right kind of fun and the wrong kind of fun. I'm sure people are acquainted with that. I'm going to go in deep. Make friends, improve your social life. Make friends, find the right circle of friends when you get into uni. It's a very, very important aspect of being in university is get to know people, and get to know people that are there for the right reasons. And I can tell you one thing, and this might sound spiritual or anything like that. There are certain people that are just sent in uni to destroy others. So be very cautious with the people you hang around with in uni. There are certain people that are just sent to destroy others. So know your friends early. Know the people you want to hang around with when you're in uni. People want to study when it's time to study. People want to have fun when it's time to have fun. So there's need for that balance. And also, don't be deceived. There are people who are able to party, go in the clubs and all that stuff, and still get good grades. They might not be the friends for you. They know what they are doing. But if you are more of a person that needs more time studying, find your circle. So yeah, that's number one. That's friends. Have the right friends. Find your friends. And then number two is budgeting. Budgeting. This is something I wish I knew before going into university, because managing your finances in university is very, very important. Managing your finances is very important. I come from a very humble house, so finances would take longer to come in than usual. So when they give you money for a certain amount of time, you have to manage that money. You have to buy your groceries, your toiletries, and all that stuff, and manage them until the next time they send you money. So budgeting is something that I wish I had learned. Wapanga fika at least as they send you the money, wapanga ka list shani what you need to get, and you get the essential stuff. Don't try to spend the money they've sent you for food stuff on other things. You will suffer the consequences later on in the month when the money is done, unless you're from a very privileged household where you can easily say, "Hello, mommy. What if we had 2 penny Arab coats?" They send to you instantly. But however, if you're coming from a household where it takes some time for finances to come to you, make sure you learn your budgeting. Be able to sit down and say, okay, they've sent me this much, and what do I need to buy? Don't spend money to impress people. Buy new clothes or all that stuff. You suffer the consequences. It's a key thing to remember where you're coming from. When you're in uni, it's a whole different ball game. People come from different places and different backgrounds. So understand where you're coming from. Understand the financial state of where you're coming from. So budgeting will really help you get through uni. You'll be able to manage your monies and your groceries properly. I don't know about you, but for me, I would usually buy the essential things: the rices, the chicken, the eggs. I like buying eggs because they'll last longer than anything. Okay, I'd say some other people buy cornflakes, adikada bougie lifestyle. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Too much time cornflakes, but just make sure you buy things that will last a long period of time before they send you the other amount. Then number three, yeah, tattoo, is studying. This one is very important because it will affect your grades. I wish I knew how to study earlier when I got into university, because when you're coming from high school, the workload and the concepts and every material, it's way different from what they give you in university, and you need a proper studying strategy or method that will allow you to grasp things faster and in the easiest way than just doing it the same way you used to do it in high school. I don't think the way you used to study in high school is the same way that you will be studying in university, because courses are different, text is different, the information is different. Another thing I like to mention about studying is know yourself. The way you work is very important for your studying and for your information intake. Know yourself. When you go into university, there's this mindset of you have to study from 5 to 18. And no, please, now, Papa, if you're watching this, don't do that. It's a pure, sheer waste of time. Or maybe you have to zero the night, you start maybe at 17, you study into the next day at 05. Please don't do that. It's sheer waste of time. Know yourself. When you get into university, when it comes to studying, know yourself, know how you work. If you study better in the day, utilize the day. Do as much as you can in the day. And then in the night, I don't know what you do with the night. However, maybe you can do compound studying, like deep concentrated studying in the evening, going through notes from back to forth in the morning or in the day. Then in the evening, you maybe just answer questions and go through some practical questions. That's better than Wamba 05, Waza Puisha 24. Sheer waste of time. So an important thing when it comes to studying is know yourself, know how you work. If you work better, or your concentration is higher in the evening, utilize the evening. Then the evening, there's no playing or chatting with friends or all that rubbish. Use it for studying. Then during the day, do all those activities, hanging with friends and all that stuff and blah blah blah. So know yourself. Don't let anyone intimidate you by the number of hours or how long they study. That's them. You find your pace and your work rate and how you operate best. It will help you. There are people who study 9 hours in a day, 6 hours in a day, or maybe they can start at 17. They come back to your boarding house or to your room at 05. That's them. You find your ground. You find what works for you. Which times is your brain very active, and which times is your concentration very high, and in that time, make sure you're not distracted. There's no friends in your room to chat with. Cancel them out so you can focus. So when it comes to studying, know yourself. Know which time is the best for you. Yes, there are people who can do both night and evening, but find which one which is best and where you are most concentrated and your brain is highly functioning. So that's on studying. And one last thing about studying is this. This is something I wish I did myself, is that pick a consistent number of hours you'll be studying in a day. Pick a consistent number of hours you'll be studying in a day. And don't break that cycle. If you say I'll be studying 4 hours in a day, let that be the same the rest of the academic year. Don't switch it up. Don't say no, 1 hour to dinner. Pick a consistent time to study, consistent number of hours, and let that be the gospel for the rest of the academic year. And then, so we go into that was number 3, eh? Number 4. Oh, that's why. Number 4. This one is big, which is time management. Management, time management. So university is very overwhelming. So overwhelming. There's so much to do, so many classes to attend. And that you also have to be a human being, which is you want to do things like have fun, chat with friends, and all that stuff, hang around a bit, maybe meet the love of your life. I feel like this is an important thing each university student has to learn, the skill of time management. Manage yourself properly. Manage your time efficiently and effectively. Know how many hours you'll be studying, how many, what time you'll be hanging out with your friend. Like, find a way to create some kind of timetable for your studies, especially. Then try to work around it and manage yourself and your time. It will be very helpful for you to not miss deadlines, not to be doing a assignment last minute. People talk about doing like me, I work better under pressure. No, it's just the mindset you have created of doing things last minute, because you can't manage your time properly. We can all do better when it comes to time. I think even myself, I used to do a lot of things last minute, but that's a dangerous spot to be in. So the sooner you learn to manage your time when it comes to assignments, when you get an assignment, find time to study as early as possible and give yourself a deadline before the actual deadline of the assignment. Give yourself a deadline before the actual, say, I know, okay, this assignment is due on the 7th, today is the 1st. Okay, today I'll just make the cover page. Tomorrow I'll do question 1. Tomorrow, the other day I'll do question 3, and then I'll be done by the 5th. Then I can proofread the whole thing. Then I can submit it. So avoid doing things last minute. If you manage your time better, there will be enough time for you to go through your assignment, corrections, or all that stuff. And also, just have a balance in life. Like, okay, this time is for studying. This time is for resting. This time is for chilling with friends. I'm not saying schedule like that, but prioritize your studies when it comes to time. Prioritize schoolwork. Of course, balance is important, but when it comes to where most of your time goes in university, your studies, because that's why you are there. So, do I put number 4? Number 5. Number 5. So number 5 is number 5 is fun. Fun. We talk about fun. I've talked about balancing and all that. When you're in university, you need to balance yourself. You can go crazy. I'm going to tell you this. You can pen when you're in university. You can pen wino. So you have to find a balance between studying and socializing. It's very important to get to have a space where you get to rest a bit from academics. I'm not saying step away from academics fully. No, you need to find a way to take some stress off, because first thing first, and this is a fact, school and university is very stressing. So you need to know how to you find ways to take your mind off the stress and then go back with a fresh brain. You can't take stress from this test into the next one. That will affect again your grades and your concentration level. You have to find ways to have fun, to rest a bit, maybe go for a walk. Maybe if there's like a movie night in school, bounce, go and tamper the tower, but know how to balance things, know how to have fun, know how to rest. Because I used to be a workaholic. I think my roommates can testify. I used to be a workaholic. I'll be studying from 8 to 18, and then my grades were bad. Michael Jackson bad. Ow! They were bad until I learned how I worked, what is the best time for me to study. And then I balanced it up with having fun. Me and my boys would always find time to play FIFA. It doesn't matter what kind of storm is there. If there's, even during exam period, we used to play FIFA. I'm not saying do this, a very dangerous ball game to do, unless it was the legends. We would find time to play FIFA, even during exam time, because it's stressing. School can be very stressing. It is stressing, not even can be, it's very stressing. You need a way to release that stress. So balance your studies and your social life and going to hang out with your friends. And again, I'm going to say the right kind of fun. There's the right kind of fun you can have in university. So yeah, those are the 5 things I wish I knew before going into university. Yeah, going to university in first year. So bonus, this is more like a bonus round. bonus round. I just wanted to add one thing on is I'm very heavy on friends. So when you get into university, a lot of us don't come out the same way we went in. You get don't come out the same way we went in. You enter, you come out a whole different person. You know, either you come out stronger in character or less in character. So it's very important to find the right kind of circles to hang around with, because university is a place where you find all these vices: sex, drugs, and alcohol, and partying and clubbing and all that stuff. So if you are a grounded believer like I am, you don't want to be in such circles because they will affect you, and at the end of the day, you will suffer the consequences of the choices you are making throughout university. And an important thing is that your parents and where you're coming from, they trust you enough to go out there. So sometimes it's important to keep that in mind and be like, okay, they have trusted me to come here. Even though I have all this freedom around me where I can do anything I want, but do I want to break the trust of the people that have sent me here? Yeah, so be very mindful of the people you allow in university. I said this before, some people are just sent to destroy you in university. People are in university for different reasons. And another bonus thing is, when you're in uni, let's talk about relationships a bit in uni. I'm not the expert, but I just wanted to talk about this at the end of the video. Is this when it comes to dating, because like I said, people go to uni with different goals in mind. People will go there for a degree and also to find their love partner. Others will go there for a degree and also to establish a business from there. So let's say if you're going into university for a degree and find your life partner there, for the gents, I'm going to start with the gents. Just know this thing: the girls in your class, in year one, in your class, forget about them. They will not date you. You guys are at the same level, and that's how just things work. The girls in your class, forget about them. They will not date you. They will date higher levels or higher classes than them. So I'm not saying it's not possible for you to like find a romantic partner in the same class, or maybe at the same year. Chances of that are like 2/10, because they will date higher than their class. But if you want a higher chance of scooping someone in the same level or same year as you are, shoot your shot somewhere else. If you're in the school of accounts, go and shoot in the school of music. You shot that time, not in the same class. I'm just saying. And then when it comes to the ladies, be very careful in first year. You know, ladies. This is for ladies now. Yes. No, a lot of females, when they go into university in first year, they want to date a higher, second year, third year, blah blah. But a lot of guys in the higher, I'm not saying all of them are ill-minded, but that's just the case in most cases, if that makes sense. Is that a lot of guys in those higher years are predators. They will prey on you because you're naive, you have no experience in university. They'll tell you things you want to hear. Come and get that up by my level, and then they'll chow you and look forward to the next meal. They will chow you like breakfast and look forward to the next meal like lunch. So that is the thing. So just be cautious. Gabamista invites Kumari to send it data and all that. So that's about that when it comes to uni life. Okay, another bonus thing is this. I'm a textbook, like textbooks for notes. Don't waste so much money on those. There'll be lecture notes and all that. And I don't know about the uni you're going to, but my school, CPU, there was lecture notes and all that. So don't waste so much money on textbooks. And also, it's important to study your course outline. It's something they make fun of and say, yeah, I did your course outline at CV, but I think it's kind of important to some extent. Know what you'll be going into for each class. I've said a lot of things. If you're a Christian, a believer of God, like me, put God first, even with school. Put God first, even with school, even in uni, and you will be okay. You know, the trials will come, the bad grades will come. Do your part, and let God do His part as well. Do your studying and pray as well. You will be fine. I hope this video has helped you. Bless. Hope we are hope.